Now let's go back to that slide again. There's the lahum, which used to be lahu, and now it's lahum,
Right.
they, instead
That's
of
right.
he.
That's right.
When do you think then that lahum was corrected?
It would have been later. No
Later
doubt.
than what?
Later than the original writing of this
So
particular manuscript.
this is not Ibn Mujahid. This has nothing to do with Uthman. You're saying later than the standardization in Cairo, possibly, hold on a minute, but that standardization in Cairo was not worldwide. That was only for Cairo. The standardization that became in Egypt, that was 1936. Well, that's only for Egypt. What about the rest of the world? So this manuscript here is in the Paris Library. Now, it is now in the Parisian Library. When was this standardized? In order to standardize it, you need to have a standard.
That's right. You have to have something to go by.
So it has to come after the standard.
Correct. And if the standardization took place in 1924, then one can make the case that it was done after that.
Are you going to make that claim now on television?
Well, I will make that claim until somebody proves me wrong, or I can discover something else to support the fact that it was done at a different time. But regardless of this, somebody discovered a wrong reading and corrected it. That in and of itself is indicative of a mistake that was transmitted for a while, and later it was discovered. And now those who learned it one way have to now realize that they were saying it the wrong way.
With that in mind, let's now look at number 3. Let's look at the correction number 3 that Dan Brubaker is putting out there. Take a look at this slide, and you can see we have 9 different slides of 9 different post-production insertions of the word Allah.
Correct.
Now, these are from many different manuscripts. Dan Brubaker, when you read his book, go to his book, you will see he describes where each one comes from. They come from the Petropolitan, they come from the Samarkand, they come from the Topkapi. So there is a concerted effort to get the name Allah in there. Why is that important?
It's extremely important, of course. I mean, we can start with the same as presupposition we've been saying. It's to standardize it based on a 1924 reading. That's where you find Allah in there. And obviously, sometimes even to fix the personal pronoun, maybe it wasn't clear, or making a theological change here, indicating that this is speaking about Allah, not a different person.
It's I would say it's even something much more mundane than that. They had to do this because the Hafs text has Allah in every
And that
one
too,
of these
like
places.
I said, I mean, it's very clear here. You look at it, I mean, it's like it was added right here.
We're going to show it right now. There you can see. Look at the blue arrows, the green circles that are coming up. Every one of those, you can see where the Allah has been added. One after another, all 9 of them up there. Now, Dan has found 12 of them. He just has 9 on this page. So this is only 9 examples of 12 that he has found. Primarily, he said, from the Fustat Umayyad Codex, which the Fustat is the city of Fustat outside of Cairo.
Yeah, and I shared with him some information also about the Samarkand, and he's still analyzing it.
So these are all post-production. These are human intervention.
Absolutely.
Looks like they're standardizing, and they're not even trying to hide this. This is above the line. This is, you can, in many cases, it's with a completely different nib.
Yeah, they're squeezing it between 2 words.
So you can sometimes squeeze. You're right. Much thinner.
Yeah.
It's much later. These are darker. As you can see, these are standardization of a text to a standard. The standard only came into existence in 1924. We're going to keep reminding people of that. All of this had to happen possibly, more than likely, after 1924.
It's almost like Allah forgot about his name. That's basically what it was.
You can understand why this is so damaging.